You've done a good job. We all think a lot of you. We appreciate what you've done. I count on you to keep things rolling out there. I'll tell you what, I'll talk to her and... Now, don't worry. I'll talk to her.
We offer training facilities as well, and training courses, working with some of the best trainers around, and some of the best trainers around nationally are based locally here in East Anglia, and we work very closely with them, and can tailor training packages to a client's need. We've also developed our own training package, which is a one-to-one telephone techniques training. It's not telesales training, it's telephone techniques training, because very often people can forget the basics of how to work with a telephone, and in a couple of half-day sessions we can just, as much as anything, remind people how best to use the telephone and how best to get the best possible results from telephone conversations. That could be incoming or outgoing. But there are many occasions now where even I find myself, I'll send a text or an email, whereas even 5 years ago I would have picked up the phone and spoken to somebody, and it's not, in some cases it's avoiding human contact and avoiding potential confrontation even, but in a lot of cases it's just because it's quicker and it's more convenient, and because I don't necessarily need an answer right back there and then. But even having said that, there are occasions where one can find oneself texting or emailing when actually you want the information now, but you still text or email as opposed to picking up the phone. And I think in the same way that the Royal Mail and sort of snail mail, as it's called, postage, is gradually dying out as a way of communicating. So the next thing that will die out as a way of communicating will be direct telephone calls, I'm sure. It probably wasn't the best interview you've ever done, but all is not lost, because I think they realise as much as you do that you are right for them. It's really a question of getting back in there again, and they'd like to see you again next week. But I think the important thing this time is to make sure that you cover all the points that they want.